Escape Academy inspector training videos. We're here in Chicago. I think that's the Chicago Club right there at the corner, and we're going to walk down this alley and do a collage of fire escapes. This one's about a 20-story, and we're looking to see if they're meeting the requirement here in Chicago of painting every 3 years and structurally sound. So let's look at the paint. Yep, looks like they've been painting it because there's a lot of shiny black fire escape here. But let's take a look structurally what could be wrong with this fire escape. First thing you look for is look at all the staircases. Is there any of the treads there showing new bolting? Hex head bolts. If you look up on this particular fire escape, it looks like it's got all new bolts on the treads, which is good. That's a good sign. Let's take a look at the cantilever. If it has all new bolts on the cantilever. Nope, all square head bolts on the cantilever. So original hardware, which is 50 to 75 years old. The channel that's holding the cantilever, original hardware, square head bolts. Take a look at the cantilever and the chains. The chains are again wrong here. As if you watch some of the videos for Chicago, these chains are put on here for a reason. See that extra weight they've thrown on there? This fire escape is out of balance. And when this thing goes up, it's putting undue force on that staircase, and it could rip that staircase down because this is illegal to do, to have a cantilever this way. It's supposed to be perfectly balanced so that when you step on these treads right here, the first or second treads, it activates the staircase. It drops 2 to 3 feet per second, hits the ground, and stays down. Right now, it won't stay down. You can also have a release arm on this so that when you release it, and there's a release arm down there that I'm going to show you on a particular fire escape down there. When you release it, it drops 2 to 3 feet per second, hits the ground, and stays down. Right now, you have to go up 5 to 8 stairs. Hold on. When it hits the ground violently, hopefully it won't eject you. And then you get off, it goes right back up. And then that makes it dangerous for the next people that are coming down. So you're looking up to see if there's any other evidence of maintenance on this fire escape, on the upper treads, not the supports. You're looking for support repair, whether it be cement related, whether it be the support square head bolts, the rail posts. They're all original square head bolts. So I'm looking for evidence anywhere on this fire escape, as far as I can see with my eye, that they've been maintained and that they've been repaired. I'm not seeing any. We're also looking for cement tiers coming out of the wall. There's a few on this wall here that you can see. That means that the water is getting into the connections, so those need to be verified. So this fire escape, the cantilever is out of balance. It won't drop properly. We've got some original hardware still on some of the remaining superstructure, and that's usually changed on the 50 to 75-year-old fire escape. That's usually changed. So let's take a look at this next fire escape here and see if there's anything in common that occurs with these fire escapes. And this one right off the bat, again, cantilever issue, huge weights. Those weights all got rust in them right now that I can see, and they got a big chain on the back. And that chain is just wrapped. As you can see, it's an add-on idea. It's wrapped right around that bracket. That bracket was never designed to take such a load. There's 1,000 plus, 2,000 pounds worth of weight back here. And every time this cantilever goes back up, it'll slam. That chain will try to rip that corner down. Usually you have a spring bolt on that end so that at least cushion the impact, not on this. Look at the tiers coming down the walls. So water's getting into the connections. As you look up, let's look for square head bolts. As you can see, all the treads, original square head bolts on the stringers, original square head bolts on the treads. Going up as far as the eye can see, this is all original. So this is a 50 to 75-year-old building with original hardware. They've just been keeping it painted. They have not been changing the hardware on this particular fire escape. Let's see where we are. This is again the Chicago Club. Here, let's take a look at that one. As you can see, this is a 20-story building. Again, all original hardware still on this fire escape. So let's walk it across the street and see what we got here. Actually, a lot of activity down in the pit. We got a lot of fire escapes down here. Let's see how much we can record on this. So we've got the fire escape here at the Chicago Club. Let's see if we've got some rebolting. Yep, evidence of rebolting on the fire escape here. As you can see, evidence of rebolting going up. This one's got a release arm. As you can see, there's a release arm on this fire escape. so that once it's released, see it back here? See this release arm back here? That release arm basically lets this cantilever drop at 2 to 3 feet per second. See the chain, there's no chain on this fire escape cantilever. And you also got, how's it going? And you also got the chain on the back with a spring. Not a chain, it's actually a rod tying back, so that's proper. That's a proper way to basically cushion the impact of this on this one. It looks like it's been painted also, so this one looks good. Let's take a look at this one. Notice the spring. It's got a spring right there and it goes right back to that weight box, that angle up there. And notice how it's already twisting to the right. Original hardware still on the fire escape. Cement tiers coming down the walls. Hasn't had a paint job in 3 years. Going all the way up, it's got cast iron treads going up with original hardware still on them. Support posts, original hardware. Rail posts, original hardware. And it needs a paint job going all the way up. Let's take a look at this one. Look at this. Added weights. Again, to keep it horizontal. Illegal to do that. Chain. Look how thin that support going up there to the top is. So, and it's on the chain, it's on the, I don't even think this thing will come down the way it's, I don't understand this. I don't even think it'll go down the way it is right now. It's intertwined in the rail. I don't know how that thing will go up or down on this. Original hardware on the treads. No, actually on the treads on this one they've changed the treads, but when you look at the support posts, original hardware. You look at the rail posts, original 50 to 75-year-old hardware. The cement into the wall, open holes, so water's getting in there. So again, this is a major building going on in here, and there's another fire escape right over there. As you can see from this far, you can see the chain holding the weight box way down there. You can also see original hardware on all the bolts. You can see the rusty tiers coming down the wall. This must be probably one of the university buildings on the back side. Again, we're in an alleyway. So these are kind of things you got to look for whenever you're walking down, because these are right in your face. A lot of the improper repairs that are done, original hardware, and usually in a 50 to 75 year life, minimally, all the treads have been rebolted at least once. Minimally, the supports and the rail posts have been reinforced or replaced as far as the bolts that hold them. And for sure, all the connections into the wall have been sealed at least once in a 50 to 75 year cycle. And on this particular building, as you can see, it's not the case. Rusty tiers up there, as you can see. So all these things are part of the inspection and part of the write-ups that the engineers and the architects are supposed to be writing up and saying that they want these things done. Because it's only a matter of time for one of these fire escapes to fall, for everybody wants to change the laws, when the laws can be changed now that says proper inspection, proper refurbishment of fire escapes that are 50 to 75 years old. So if you have any questions, and again, we'll end on one last piece. This fire escape here, this is a cantilever that is balanced, ready to drop at 2 to 3 feet per second, has that release arm right there. It has the weight box catch right here, and that's the way it's supposed to be. Any questions, give us a call here at Fire Escape Academy. Inspector Meneses, 800-649-3333. We're here in Chicago, Illinois. If you have any questions, give us a call.